Alright, in this video, we're going to be doing a stack expression trace. So what you need to know is that multiplication and division are higher than positive, adding, and subtracting. Those are lower precedence. It's just like PEMDAS. So what you also need to know is that the stack is just going to hold operators. So it's going to be stack operators, and we're going to have a stack. It's going to look like this, right? So this is your stack, and then we have our output and we have our size, and we're going to update that based off of our values. Okay, so let's see. We'll start off with a current symbol, and then we'll update the stack from top to bottom. It's LIFO, and then we look at the output and then the stack size. Okay, so first for our stack, what we look at first is the first expression in the stack. So that's 9, right? So for 9, let me move this over here. Well, 9, that is an operand. And the operands, they go to the output. Now, what about this negative sign, the subtraction sign, right? So the subtraction sign is going to be an operator, and operators, that's, you push that. So first starts off with a size of 0. But now that we have that subtraction sign, then you put that onto the stack here. The size is now, the size of the stack is going to be 1, and your output is 9 from earlier. 9. Okay, so after this you have a 4. So 4 is going to be, so 4 is an operand, and operands, they are output. So if they're output, you write that there, and your size is still going to be 1, and your stack is just going to be the same. It's going to be negative 1, subtraction 1. Okay, after this we evaluate the plus. So now for the plus has equal precedence to the subtraction. So if you have equal precedence, this means that you pop first and then you push. So what that means is that you pop the subtraction sign. So then in your stack, it's going to be popped off, and then instead you're going to put that, and you pop it off, you put it into the output. So it's going to be there, and now after this you have to push the plus sign, which was what this was because it was equal precedence. Push that onto the stack, and then your stack size is still going to be 1 because it's just 1. You just remove something, you added something back. Okay, after this now we have 6, right? So 6 is going to be an operand, and what do you do with an operand? Well, you push you put the operand into the output, not push it. You put it into the output. Okay, so then that's 6, it goes into the output, it goes right there, and the size, it's still going to be 1 because we didn't add anything to the stack. Okay, now after this, what do we have? You have a division sign. Make that a little bit more clear. You have a division sign, and a division sign is higher precedence than a plus. So that means that you have to push it. So if you push it, then you push it onto the stack. You can write that there, and then so far we have, now we have 2 things onto our stack. So let's see, we cross that off. We have 2 things on our stack, so we update the size to be that. Now, yes, and then that minus plus, yes, okay. So now after this we have 2. So 2 is an operand, and an operands, they go to the output, right? So then 2 is you're gonna write that here, and then your size is still gonna be 2 because you didn't alter anything. Now after this you have times, right? So for times is equal precedence to the division sign. Okay, and what do you do with equal precedence again? Well, you pop first and then you push. So what does that mean? Well, okay, what you do is you pop that off, you pop off this, and then you push it onto the output. And after this, now you have to, so you pop that, and then now you have to push the time sign. So your times is gonna go onto the stack again. Now after this, what do we have left in our expression? We have just a 3. So for our 3, what we're gonna do, we know that it's an operand, so you're just gonna put it in the output. Just no stack, just straight to the output. 3. And now what do we know? We're at the end of our expression, and it's still size 2. So when you're once you're finally at the end of your expression, that means you have to pop the remaining operators. So what do we have left? We have our multiplication sign and we have the positive sign. So we're gonna pop that multiplication sign. We're also gonna pop that plus. So popping that and popping this, we add our we have to push them now. So now we put that here, multiplication and plus, and this is going to be our final, this is our final postfix expression right there. And our maximum size was 2. And the reason why it never hits 3 as a max size is because we never had 3 operators stacked. And every time an operator of equal precedence appeared, something got popped first. And also we had no parentheses, so the stack stays small. So remember, without parentheses, the max stack size usually equals the number of precedence levels. And here that is 2.